My name's Curt and I'm an alcoholic. I went to Healing Properties in 2007 and graduated after using and drinking for about 6 years. Prior to that, I came into Healing Properties when I was about 23. I then graduated Healing Properties and stayed sober for about 9.5 years. And as a result of not working the steps or not following the suggestions that I learned at Healing Properties and through AA, 12-step program, I relapsed. And when I relapsed and felt the same hopelessness that I felt 10 years ago, 10 years prior, I was fortunate enough to be able to come back to Healing Properties, which had now changed to Recovery Boot Camp. And going through the process and being able to differentiate the two, or compare the two, I seen a vast change, and a vast change for the good when I came back through the second time. There was more staff obviously than there was at the time. The staff was more than friendly and more than welcoming, and the small staff, it's not, you're not a number, you're not just a client, and you're not just in and out of anywhere you go. There's a connection to the people, from the staff to the community and all the way through the community, and everybody's well connected, and it was just way more community oriented than it was when I first went through there, and that's what one of the main benefits I saw. Now, having worked the steps previously before going through Recovery Boot Camp, I learned a lot more than I ever thought I would have when I came back through the second time. The Recovery Dynamics program they have set up is definitely something that's beneficial to anybody who's gone through the steps or hasn't gone through the steps. It was really detailed in the way they went through the steps 1, 2, and 3 and beyond, but significantly with 1, 2, and 3, and I learned a lot more and have a lot more usefulness to the guys I'm going to sponsor or when I share meetings and all that stuff. So all in all, Recovery Boot Camp did a lot for me, more than I could have ever expected. I thought I was getting a halfway house, and I didn't want a treatment center, and this is neither or. It was definitely a place to go where one who's hopeless and obsessed and can't stop obsessing about drugs and alcohol to go and learn how to live and alleviate that problem. And I'm forever grateful for Recovery Boot Camp and Healing Properties and everybody that works there. So having a therapist was very helpful. At first, it was a little too treatment center-ish for me, but I had Brooke as my therapist, and she was great. And by the end of my stay in Recovery Boot Camp, we had a great relationship, and I was really great to have somebody there to bounce stuff off of that maybe I didn't want to take back to the community quite yet or stuff like that. So my life now is great. I got a new job. I work steps. I sponsor guys again, and I'm able to take the knowledge that I gained while staying there and while going through the program and distribute that into my life, not only with sponsees and not only through AA, but like as a person, as a man, and I'm able to be the person that I want to be, and to be the person that I discovered while I was in Recovery Boot Camp and in the program.